Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your home for deep political insights, community-driven stories, and bold South African commentary. If you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Today's story is one of principle, loyalty, and the unbreakable bond between a leader and his people. Recently, economic freedom fighters, EFF, Deputy President Floyd Shivambu made a bold statement that's still sparking conversations online and in political circles. In a message shared with his supporters, he said, "These are the people who inspire us every day to never sacrifice principle on the altar of convenience." Mayibuye, iAfrika. It may sound simple, but it's packed with meaning and speaks volumes about the kind of political figure Shivambu wants to be seen as. In an era where political deals, flip-flopping, and public betrayals have become normal, Shivambu is choosing to reassert his commitment to principle over convenience. This is no small statement, especially at a time when the EFF is navigating challenges both internally and across the national stage. Let's break down what this means and why it matters. A stand for principles. Floyd's message is essentially a call to stay true to values, no matter how tempting it is to compromise. In politics, especially during coalition negotiations or elections, it's easy to say what people want to hear or align with whoever helps you win. But Shivambu is saying, clearly and loudly, that's not how he operates. He's reminding his followers, and maybe his critics too, that some battles are not worth winning if you have to lose your soul in the process. That standing for what's right, even when it's unpopular, is more important than grabbing power or influence at any cost. That kind of message resonates, particularly in a country where political trust has taken a serious knock in recent years. The Limpopo connection, Mahonisi, shows up. What makes this message even more powerful is the support Shivambu continues to receive from his hometown of Mahonisi, just outside Malamulele in Limpopo. Local residents have been vocal in standing behind him, expressing pride in his journey and affirming their belief in his leadership. In rural communities like Mahonisi, politics isn't about social media or PR campaigns, it's about real connections, trust built over years, and shared struggles. For many in that area, Shivambu isn't just a politician in parliament, he's a product of their soil, someone who speaks their language and shares their lived experiences. When these residents say, "We are with you," it's not just symbolic. It's a powerful vote of confidence in a time when political loyalty is hard to come by. A community that believes. Shivambu's support in Mahonisi reflects something that many politicians today lack: genuine grassroots backing. It's easy to win a press conference or trend online. It's much harder to maintain deep-rooted community support over time. This kind of loyalty sends a clear message: Floyd Shivambu's leadership is seen as credible and consistent by those who know him best. And that credibility isn't bought, it's earned. For the people of Limpopo, their support is about more than politics. It's about seeing one of their own represent them on the national stage, without forgetting where he came from. Challenges within the EFF. But Shivambu's principled stance also comes at a critical time. The EFF itself is under increasing pressure. Recent polls suggest the party's support may be slipping. There's growing scrutiny about its direction, internal cohesion, and strategy in a changing political landscape. Some voters have started questioning whether the EFF still represents radical grassroots activism, or whether it's becoming too focused on showmanship and power plays. Shivambu's message, then, could be seen as a subtle reminder to his own party: don't forget what we stand for. He's not just speaking to supporters. He may also be speaking to colleagues, calling for ideological clarity and reminding everyone that real change can't be achieved through shortcuts. The broader meaning of Mayibuye, iAfrika. When Shivambu ended his message with Mayibuye, iAfrika, he invoked a deep and emotional slogan from South Africa's liberation struggle. It translates to "Let Africa return," a cry for African ownership, dignity, and renewal. That line ties Shivambu's personal stance to a much bigger vision, a Pan-African goal of transformation and unity. It's not just about winning debates or elections. It's about restoring Africa's dignity, self-determination, and justice. In a time where South Africa is still grappling with inequality, corruption, and generational poverty, that kind of message hits differently. Leadership rooted in community. Too often in politics, we see leaders who lose touch with the people they claim to represent. They relocate to big cities, get comfortable in parliament, and forget the streets that made them. Shivambu's connection to Mahonisi proves he hasn't lost that connection. His bond with his hometown highlights something fundamental: politics must be personal before it becomes powerful. When leaders remain grounded in community, they lead with empathy, integrity, and accountability. Shivambu's supporters in Limpopo believe in his ability to fight for the poor, to challenge the status quo, and to bring change without selling out. That kind of belief doesn't come easy, and it can't be faked. The bigger picture. In the coming months and years, Floyd Shivambu and the EFF will face enormous decisions about policy, alliances, and positioning. The pressures will only grow as South Africa approaches the next round of elections. Will they stay true to their founding principles, or will they bend under pressure to form convenient coalitions or water down their radical message? Whatever happens, Shivambu has made one thing clear: he won't be the one to sacrifice his beliefs for short-term gain. And with the people of Mahonisi behind him, he has something that many politicians can only dream of: a base that believes in him not just as a party leader, but as a person of integrity. Final thoughts. This story isn't just about one politician. It's a reminder to all of us that principled leadership still matters. That real change takes courage. And that when leaders stand firm, even when it's unpopular, they inspire others to do the same. So what do you think? Is Floyd Shivambu standing out for the right reasons? Does his message speak to a bigger hunger for integrity in our politics? And can a strong connection to community still shape the future of South African leadership? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our fearless political commentary. Thank you for watching, and as always, Mayibuye iAfrika. See you next time.